Hey Aries, it's your girl Tasha, aka Mama Jim, aka Jim the Butterfly, and I'm here with your monthly general tarot scope. This tarot scope will be for Aries, Sun, Moon, and Rising. So hold on, you guys had the Fool to pop out to see what that's about. But before we get into it, I just want to say thank you from the bottom of my heart to those who have been following me, taking out time to purchase personal readings from me, follow me on Instagram, leaving comments for me, inboxing me, whatever you're doing. Thank you. I appreciate you from the very, very bottom of heart. All right, children, let's see what we have coming in for Aries, baby, Sun, Moon, and Rising for general monthly tarot scope. And I'll be doing a 10-card Celtic spread. I feel like you're trying to find the answers to something, Aries. It's almost like you need to cough it up. Or maybe you already know the answer. I feel like you kind of know it already. So let's just talk about this Fool card right here that fell out at the very beginning. I feel like with the Fool card, you are embarking on something new. I feel like part of this, there's some anticipation though, but I feel it could be maybe you're not trying to make a fool of yourself. You don't want to make a fool of yourself. It's like whatever you're doing, I feel like you have people around you that are watching you, and you know this. So you definitely want to make sure that you're making the right decision. But the one thing I will tell you, Aries, is that it kind of feels like this is, you really don't have any other choice, is what I'm feeling. It doesn't feel like you have much of a choice at this time. Um, you kind of feel like you're being pushed into something new. And it feels to me that there's some, like I said, some apprehension about it, not about the journey itself. I feel like it's more of how you're going to perform on the journey or during the journey. Okay, so let's just take a look at the cards and see what we have. Hold on, children. Stones are out of place, and I just cannot read when stones are out of place. All right, just turning them over so we can get things going. All right. So in the very center of the reading, you have the Three of Pentacles. Like I said, you are embarking on something new. Now, what I feel immediately and what I heard is some of you are actually doing some home renovations. Some of you are actually building your home. Maybe you're embarking on that and you're scared. You know, you never did that before. Some of you actually maybe, if you're not building, you'll be buying a home. Some of you actually be getting married or thinking about proposing. So it's like you're wanting to do things in the right manner. But I really don't, I feel like in this instant, there's not really a right or wrong way to go about it. Okay. You may be overstressing yourself. Excuse me. What the challenge is here is the Hermit. I feel like with the Hermit, what the Hermit is telling you as a challenge is that you understand that whatever this is, although it's new, it feels new, but it's new to you in a different way. It's not new, like completely new. This is not an experience that you haven't experienced before. So, okay, for instance, and I'm trying to think of a scenario how to put it, but you know, for those who are purchasing a home or maybe even starting a business, um, I feel like what you're going to come to realize in the month of this is, yeah, there's some information that you may not, there's some logistics that you may not know about, but all in all, you've been doing this before. It feels familiar, but I feel like the scenario is different. So it's making you feel like you haven't been through this particular situation before, but you actually have. Okay. So take the knowledge that the Hermit has. The Hermit is a wise person. The Hermit has lived life. The Hermit has seen a lot. Okay. Um, and also with the Hermit is able to draw information from his surroundings, from nature, from anything outside of him and related to whatever's going on within him. Okay. So I feel like that's a part of the challenge is for you to put those two things together and interlock them. Okay. Um, Subconsciously, you have the Ace of Wands. I feel like with the Ace of Wands, you wanted this again. You wanted this thing to go perfectly. You have so many ideas right now, and you're wanting them to grow. And you really, whatever this is, it feels like this is a long time coming. Okay, and that's the other thing. There's like added pressure on you from that, not from other people, but I feel like this is pressure that you're putting on yourself because you really want this thing to go right. What you had in the past is the Judgment card. So, you know, where you've come from was a spiritually dead place. Okay? Whether this was a spiritually dead marriage, whether this was a job situation where there was no growth, or on your career path you hit a roadblock and there was no growth. If this was just a you physically, I mean energetically or spiritually, were feeling spiritually dead, you were awakened. Okay, and that's why again we have this Fool card here coming in. I don't know if you guys, yeah, you can see it. We have this Fool card coming in for you to realize that this is a part of the transformation process for you. This is a part of your awakening. Okay, um, what's going on in your conscious mind right now? You had two cards: the Tower card in reverse and the Ten of Pentacles. So this is Uranus in here. We do know that Uranus is in retrograde. Um, what I will tell you is, okay, this is what I hear. It's like you're expecting the worst again. That's what's going on in your conscious mind. Your subconscious mind. And I'm kind of feeling like this is more of a dream for you, or what you're truly wanting is for everything to work out in in its best favor. Okay, but consciously you're always expecting, I feel like you're expecting unexpected cost. You're going to be you're trying to prepare yourself for unexpected costs. You're preparing yourself for things, for it to fail on some level. You're preparing yourself for for some people. I feel like you're preparing for whatever this is to just fall all the way through. I don't feel like it's going to fall all the way through. Okay, but I feel like you're anticipating a loss of money. For some of you, you're still. I feel like there be some. Maybe you're anticipating loss of family members as well. Okay, and what I feel for some of you, you may have a grandfather, sick grandfather, cancer, have cancer, or they like their health is declining. If it's not cancer, they have some type of progressive chronic disease that is slowly taking over their body, and they're getting worse and worse and worse. What I'm hearing and what I'm seeing is Alzheimer's. I'm seeing dementia. And a person, you know they don't die from that, but I feel like be careful if you have a grandfather that, or a grandmother, it could be a grandmother as well, an elder that you're looking after. I feel like you'd be preparing. Maybe you're their caretaker. Maybe that's where this Fool card is coming into play. Is um, it's becoming apparent to you that they're going to be passing away soon. Okay, and you're preparing yourself for that. Maybe you're preparing up paperwork now, and I'm going to say for some of you this person has already passed. All right, and now you're dealing with the aftermath of everything, and you're trying to go through the legalities of everything. Maybe for some of you, you actually have the judgment of having money come to you. Okay. And what I would say with the Tower card in reverse is I feel like what what money or compensation settlements or whatever came to you, it may not be what you thought it was going to be, higher or lower. Okay. If any, I feel like there's some type of surprise about it. But again, it's not a surprise that you kind of figured. Okay, I don't know any other way to say it, but I feel like something's coming up. You're kind of dreading it, but at the same time, you know it's going to happen anyway. And it does feel to me like it could be a death. And I hate to, bring that type of news to you guys, but I feel like this is for someone who has been actively involved in another person's care. And this is something that they're passing, or if they're not passing away, maybe you're having to transfer them into a home. Like you can no longer take care of them, and you've done as much as you can, and you really don't want to, but you feel like you have to because of life situations. Um, you're struggling with that. There's a struggle, mental struggle about that, maybe some financial struggle too. But that's what's going on in your mind as well. Like, how can I be able to to take care of this person and family and myself, and have the money or whatever. So it could be that as well. Some of you, I'm going to tell you to be careful of house fires this month. Make sure that if you're burning candles, you snuff your candles out before you leave. Make sure, I mean, for those who are in South America, if you are watching and you're using heated electrical lamps, make sure you're unplugging them. For some of you, you want to make sure that if you have any, check your home for electrical wires that are exposed, or like outlet covers or something like that. I don't know. I just feel like there's a chance for that within this month. Be careful if you're out on your um if you're out on your patio, or fire pits, anything with fire in the home, or electricity. Gas, not maybe, but I feel fire and electricity. You want to be careful, okay? Flammable objects, flammable things, liquids, whatever. Be careful with that, because I feel like there is a potential for something to catch fire. All right. Car as well. Make sure you keep oil in your car. You don't want your engine to burn. Yeah. Okay. Because whatever this is, if there's a fire, it's going to cost a lot of money to replace, at least dollars. Okay. So you want to make sure that if you have something that's been that definitely, if you knew about and you've been putting it off and putting it off and putting it off, you definitely want to get it done as soon as possible. Okay. And I just spoke to myself because I'm an Aries rising. There's something wrong with my car, and I've been putting it off and putting it off and putting it off, and I just spoke to myself. So anyway, what's coming up in the near future, mid-month for you? You have the Nine of Wands. So what I feel with the Nine of Wands is there is this looking back at something. You're looking back, maybe looking back at where you've come from. He's looking across the board to the Judgment card. And if I was to look at this card in combination with how you're feeling right now, or where you are right now in this month with the Page of Wands in reverse, I feel like for some of you, you'll be experiencing lack of energy. I feel like for some of you, you feel like you may not be able to find your way. There's a lack of creativity. There's a lack of imagination. I feel like for you, you feel very closed off. I feel like for some of you, you really need to open up and understand that your trials and your pains and the hurts that you have experienced, there's something to, it's like it needs to be, instead of looking at it as an open wound, look at it as a wound that is now closed and scabbed over, and the scab is gone. Okay, you are still picking. I feel like for some of you, you're still picking at it, because it's almost as if you're needing to retrain your brain to understand that that time has passed. You don't have to keep opening that wound up again. Trying to make it better. It's whatever it was, it's over with and it's done with, and you got to turn your head forward. Look how he's looking. He's looking back towards the past. This is what he's looking at. He's looking. Oh, sorry. He's looking at the past. This is how it's looking to me. This card is looking here. Okay. I got it mixed up right there. He's looking at it, and he's in protective mode. Okay. You do not. This is a time where you need to be trying to open yourself up. Um, because you do have help here. You have people ready to assist you, because that's at the very center of the reading, the heart of the matter. You have people who are willing to help you, but I feel like you have to open yourself up to allow the help to come in. Okay. Um, and I will say to you also, Aries, that it's okay if other people come up with the ideas. It's okay if you don't have to come up with all the ideas. That's the purpose of having these other people here. Okay? Take the time to listen to what other people have to tell you, because I feel like they have some other thing. They have good ideas to tell you. And this is the thing. They want to share it with you because you have the sun here. This is what's going on with what's going on in your environment and in your surroundings. There is brighter days. There is truth and revelation here around you. But I feel like with you, you have to open yourself up in order to receive it. Some of you need to actually go outside, be up under the sun. I feel like for some of you, what you're going to see within the month of this is that a lot of the things that you put in yourself are just illusions. Your environment is very bright and it's very sunny. It's very radiant. There's room for growth here, but I feel like you need to let go of that wand and put it down instead of holding it on so tightly. And I feel like again you're holding on to in a lot of these readings. There's a hand holding on to something. Okay, we have the Fool. He's holding on to his rod. The Hermit. He's holding on to his rod. The Ace of Wands. There's a hand holding on to that wand. You're coming up as the Ace, the Page of Pentacles in reverse, but yet you're still holding the wand. Okay. Um, there is some type of, even in the Judgment, the angel Gabriel is holding on to the horn. I feel like there is a need to hold on to something for stabilization. Okay. And that is like your security blanket. Like, that's what I see with this wands. Like, you're holding on to it like that's your little teddy bear, your blanket or whatnot. But what's going on around you, the people in your environment is telling you, let go, be free. Okay. You don't have to hold on so tightly. What you're doing is holding on so tightly that you're not even allowing yourself to expand. You have people around you who are like rooting for you, Aries. They are absolutely rooting for you. They want you to be the best that you can be. They want you to shine your light. You're holding yourself back from shining your own light. Why? I'm not going to answer that question because I can't answer that question. You have to answer that question for yourself. But that's what I feel with this card. They're wanting you to be free. They wanting you to grow and mature and just be yourself. Live within your own truth. Okay, you have some people coming to you telling you that, maybe even your own son telling you that. It's time for you to do that, mom, dad. Yeah, I feel that very strongly. That's beautiful. It's telling you to be free. Somebody's gonna tell you that. You're gonna have that conversation with a person like, I don't understand why you even acting this, why you feel this way. I feel like this person is gonna be telling you, and that's not what I'm saying. I feel like that person is gonna be telling that to you, like, I don't understand why you be. I feel like for some of you, I'm sorry, I get caught up. Some of you be ex- exchanging and having a conversation with a person, and they're gonna be like, I don't understand why you even feel this way. I feel like this person is gonna be reminding you of all the beautiful things that you have in your life right now that you may not even be cognizant of. Okay, so that's a beautiful thing. This person is going to be reminding you of who you are. Beautiful, absolutely beautiful. And what this does, it releases some weight off of you, some energetic weight off of you. It's not going to completely free you, but it's going to start the process. Okay. Wishes, hopes, expectations, the Hangman. You want to just find the answer. Okay. Again, you're really wanting things to go right. I see this all over the reading. Um, you're searching for the answers. And like I said, with the Hangman, there is some chaos going on in your life. I feel like you're just super busy. You have a lot going on. And you feel like you're being pulled in a lot of directions. And you want to be there for everything, but you can't. So you just want to have peace of mind. You're wanting serenity this month. Okay. But what you're going to see is that you can, the serenity is already there. All you have to do is let go of the apprehension that you have, because you're going to be fine. Now, what we have in the outcome is the Nine of Swords in reverse and the Ace of Cups in reverse. Now, y'all hear squeaky chair? I love this chair though. Um, I feel like towards the end of the month, like I said, there is an improvement coming in. It's not a complete improvement, but you're going to be understanding. It's going to take this conversation with this person. Let me draw a card. Yeah, it's going to take a conversation with this person to help put things in perspective to you. And let me tell you this, okay? Because I drew a clarifier on the Sun card because I want to see if it's going to give me some information about who this person is. It just gave me the World card in reverse. Okay. And what I'm picking up from this card is, for one, yes, this is another person coming to tell you, coming to help you, or coming to your aid and helping you put something in perspective. But the one thing that I notice about this card is that, look at this person. They're naked as well. Okay. You're naked because I see you as the sun, and they're naked. And I feel like whoever this person is, it doesn't really, it could be a person that you've known a very long time. And there and again, I can very well see some of you just randomly talking to someone at the grocery store and exchanging your stories, and you're going to realize how similar you are to this person. And they're going to be sharing their story with you, and it's a part of their karmic debt that they have to repay in getting you to see who you are. Okay. It's something. I feel like this person, if they're a new person in your life, you could very well begin to be friends with this person. um but I feel like you both have something to learn from each other. Whatever information they're going to be giving to you, it's very pertinent information, and you have something to give back from them to them. um and it's just, you happen to, both of you guys just happen to meet to have that exchange. Okay. Or maybe that exchange just happens to happen because it needed to happen at that right time. Okay. um it doesn't, I would say that it would bring closure to you, but it makes sense that this card is in the reverse because, again, I feel like it's going to take a little minute for you to completely absorb what this person is saying to you. That's why you're ending the reading the month off as the Nine of Swords and the Ace of Cups. Both of them are in reverse. I feel like it's going to take you a little minute to process it, but I feel like slowly you're going to start to release some of that negative thought. Um, you have the Three of Swords here as well. So again, when I look at the Three of Swords, it is about disappointment, and I feel that's what it is, but it's a minor disappointment. I feel like it's also about changing the way that you view a situation. It's also about making sense of something in order for you to move forward in something. Okay. um Cutting off your fingers to save your hand. You know what I mean? It's that type of, making that type of sacrifice, or understanding how, I feel like it's understanding how your lack of intuition, or maybe the lack of confidence within yourself, over worry, anxiety, depression, how you have not been putting that in, how all of this has been a result of you not putting that energy back into yourself, and you not listening to yourself. Lesson learned. Okay, you're gonna be learning a lesson. You'll move forward. You'll move forward with it. I'm not okay. Yeah. I drew one more card just to see what's on the because I don't like to end up with the Three of Swords. Five of Cups. And this is not a negative card. This is you taking that one last cry, looking at where you are, and realize, you know what, I cannot continue to um, pine over the past. Because I feel like for some of you, you're pining over the past because that's all you've been doing. That's all you know. Okay. And it's like you really want the future, you want things to get better for you, but yet you can't see the future because you keep looking at the past. And I feel like whoever this person is around you, they're going to be coming to you to put things in perspective, to help you move forward, to make amends with whatever happened in the past. Okay. Make amends with the betrayal, make amends with because I feel like some of you were betrayed and you sacrificed a lot and now you're hurt because you're coming from a hurt place. You keep like I told you earlier, you keep opening that wound back up. But you're going to, by the end of the month, you're going to be moving in that direction to close that up and realize that you still have a lot more to go. Okay. So this is a beautiful reading, guys. I feel like things are coming to a culmination for you. It's not complete yet because we have the world in reverse. Things are not, it's coming. You're probably like a 7 out of 10. It's coming, but you still have some work to do. But now you're feeling unstuck. Okay. So if this resonates with you and you would like a personal reading, information is down in the description box. I would love to tap into your personal energy and give you a reading if that's what you choose. Otherwise, you can follow me on Instagram. I am Jim the Butterfly _tarot. I have daily and weekend forecast grouped together by the element. I love you guys. You have a wonderful day.